Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a very highly requested video for me to make, and as you could probably tell from the title, it is finally my eyebrow routine. I have had literally hundreds of requests for this video, and I've finally decided to do it. So if you want to know how I do my eyebrow routine on a daily basis, then just keep watching and I'll show you how I do it. So starting on my actual eyebrow routine, the first thing I do is I take my tweezers and I make sure that I have no monobrow going on. And then I tweeze underneath this little section here and on top here if need be. The reason why I only have this little section here is because I shave off most of my eyebrow. Shaving off your eyebrow is definitely a preference thing. Some people will shave off their whole eyebrow, some will shave off only a little. I have slowly inched forward and shaved off more and more of my eyebrow, but I do leave this little part here for reference only. It's just to make sure that my eyebrows always start in the exact same place. One tip I do have, if you do shave off your eyebrows or you're thinking about it, look into men's razors because I find that they work better because they're specifically designed for faces. So the first step into actually drawing on my eyebrows, I will take my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade and a small angled brush with a small handle. I prefer the small handles for extra control, especially with something like your eyebrows you just don't want to have to keep doing over and over. Just a quick tip with the pomade, I have heard of a lot of people complaining about it drying up. Yes, I have experienced this as well. One thing that will help with this, yet keep the integrity of the product, is using a setting spray to reactivate the product. Now what I do is I spray the product onto a palette and then I dip my brush into it before I dip it into the pomade. This reactivates a small little bit of the pomade that you're going to use because you don't really need much for your eyebrows, but also helps with the staying power of it. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the outline of my eyebrow right now. So as you can see, I have drawn two lines and they both meet up whereabout I want my arch to be. And I do this every single time just to make sure that my arch is always in the right spot for me. And then I continue on and finish the arch and draw the tail to the eyebrow. And then I'll just continue on and fill in the eyebrow and then blend out the pomade. So that's what it looks like after that step. It's not perfect, I can see a lot of fault in it. It's kind of hard doing my eyebrows on camera because usually I'm right up in my mirror, I don't have the best eyesight and I don't wear contacts. So the next step is I will take a powder to set the pomade, and I will either use the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Granite, which is darker, or the Inglot Freedom System. And the Inglot Freedom System eyebrow stuff is so cost efficient, it's lovely, and it lasts a really long time. But this one is a little bit more pigmented. The problem with this stuff is it is very expensive in Australia, so I tend to only use this for special occasions. So naturally for this tutorial I will be using the Inglot powder. So the next step to my eyebrows is 100% optional for other people, but this is what I like to do because I am a somewhat perfectionist. I know that people say that eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but I try to make them look as twin-like as possible. Now people do get criticized for doing this step and I can somewhat understand why, but I think it all stems down to blending. So I will take my concealer and my concealer brush and I'll just go around the edges of my brow to make sure everything is how I like it. So now that I've done that, I will go out and make sure it's all blended properly, and then also to help with the blending into the rest of my face is I will put some powder over the top of the areas that I concealed. So that is my brow routine, and I hope you learned something new from it. I do find that watching other people do makeup, you pick up little tips and tricks from other people and make it part of your routine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'd love to be here for every single video. Like this video if you like the video. Comment down below if there's something you would like to see on this channel. Also, what are your holy grail eyebrow products? And I hope you all have a fantabulous day.